we tried to reinvent control cabinets and we wanted to make the machine control cabinet free with the MX system, but we are standing in front of a big control cabinet. Marvin, why is this the case?
Yeah, so a control cabinet is that what the people are familiar with. This is not the first cabinet that we brought to a trade show, but this is definitely the biggest one. So we just want to present that the MX system is also capable of bigger infeeds, bigger machines.
Okay, so this looks quite spectacular. I see a lot of color,
Yep.
and I assume this has a reason. Can you explain me what's behind the color and how we can translate it maybe into the MX?
Yeah, so it's not only the biggest cabinet, but it's also the most colorful.
It looks very nice.
Thank you. So we try to distribute it into different functional bundles so that a machine has different process stations. So these all correspond to a specific station in a machine. And maybe we can go over here because this is the conventional stuff.
So this is the translation to MX, which we also like to support for our customers always, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
And here you could find the equivalent of that cabinet, but now in a modular design. So we find MX system for each and every station, so we just mount them exactly where they need it.
So this is like a translation wall for classic control cabinet to MX, also with colors. And I can see that we have some new modules. I see these big modules and I see these ones which look a little bit unfamiliar to me. What can you tell me about these two modules?
Yeah, so bigger cabinet means also bigger energy consumption of the overall cabinet. So we also need bigger infeed on the MX system. So we introduce our size 3, which means we have bigger base plates, which allows us to not only mount more modules on there, but also to mount bigger modules on there. So this is an infeed module capable of 63 amps. We go up to 125 in total, and we also have bigger DC links, bigger drives, and so on. And the other thing you mentioned down here is our pneumatic integration. So we now also bring the pneumatics onto the MX system.
And so this is really interesting because we enable many more use cases, we enable more powerful drives, we integrate the pneumatic part of the machine. And then you have especially asked me to talk about one more thing, which is about power supply, because many people need pneumatics, for example, but everybody needs 48 volts, right? And we have something quite special, which is not so uncommon, right?
So here you can see a regular 48 volt power supply. It is capable of 40 amps. So we can use it for our compact motion. But
you can also use it for other products, right?
Right. We have also other backup products that need 48 volts and also a lot of power. So we can also use these with different interfaces on the front so that we can connect, for example, our Atro, we can connect our XTS, and for example, our AMI motors.
So the MX system is really the starting point for the entire automation of the machine and integrates nicely and seamlessly with all other backup technologies.
That's a nice conclusion.
Thank you very much. I tried to give my very best.